Nomophobia is a term we came across when preparing our next story. It's a mashup of no mobile phone phobia, the fear of not having your smartphone or being connected with others through it.
Okay, you are probably watching this video on your smartphone right now. But have you ever stopped to think how much you use your smartphone in one day?
People feel addicted to their devices, glancing down at their cell phone when it buzzes or dings.
And it seems the addiction to information is getting stronger.
And kids getting too attached to their phones
are increasingly glued to our phones.
I remember this one story very clearly. So I was finishing school, I was about 15 years old, and I was on my way home. As soon as I got home, my cousin was in the kitchen and my brother was also in the kitchen. There was something which was connected to a wire on the microwave. I thought to myself, okay, it looks like someone's got a new phone. And I asked, who's this new phone for? And my brother said, it's for you. So, I picked up the phone in excitement, only to realize that it's actually a black and white Nokia. Knowing that everyone in school was walking around with like Sony Ericsson Walkmans and, all these other flashy phones. And here's me with a black and white Nokia. And, I was very ungrateful at the time, and I was like, why have I been given this phone? All the rest of it. But anyways, I ended up keeping the phone and using it day to day. And, bear in mind, I was 15 years old at the time. So this was back in 2008, 2009, and now we're in 2021.
It's a question that many parents wrestle with. At what age should children have their own cell phones?
The average kid who has a phone, and not just any phone, a smartphone, is between the ages of 7 and 10 years old. Now in this video, I'm going to give you some interesting facts around how much we actually use our smartphones. So the first fact, the average smartphone user checks their phone every 12 minutes from the time they wake up to the time they fall asleep. For young people below the ages of 21, that number actually drops to every 8.6 minutes. The average smartphone user will tap and swipe the phone 2,617 times a day, while the top 10% will do the same 5,427 times a day. 40% of adults will look at their phone within the first 5 minutes of waking up, and that number rises to around 65% for people under the ages of 35. There's just under 8 billion people in the world, of which 5.1 billion own a mobile phone, with 3.2 billion people regularly using social media. 1 out of 4 car accidents in the United States are caused by texting and driving. If you're texting while driving, you're 6 times more likely to get into an accident than someone who's drunk and driving. Let me put this into context for you. Answering a text takes away your attention for about 5 seconds. Now, if you were driving at 55 miles per hour and you were answering back to a text, you've basically, within that time, covered the same space as a football field. In 2015, 3,477 people were killed and 391,000 people were injured as a result of someone who's distracted while driving. We now spend more time on our phones than we do making eye contact.